Hello there, Aries, and welcome back to my channel. This is Awakened Healings with Jess, and I'm here to bring you your mid-month energy report for May. So I'm hoping that everything has been going well with all of you and that you're settling into the Taurus energy nicely. This is a month of restructuring, rebuilding, healing, and recovering from the very impactful month of April. So before I get started, I would like to invite you to help me create some sacred space. All right, so I'm going to use my Tibetan singing bowl, and for those of you who are new, welcome to my channel. And what I like to do is, when I ding the bell, I just ask everybody to take a nice cleansing, healing breath. Inhale, exhale, release anything that's heavy or anything that feels burdensome on your mind or in your heart space, all right? So here we go. Okay, great. So, let's get started. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to use the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck, and I'm going to be pulling 2 to 3 cards for you all, and this is going to be your theme cards for the next couple of weeks. And this should carry us into the month of June, when we will be entering Gemini season. But like I was saying, the month of May has been all about rebuilding, restructuring. All the timelines that collapsed in April, you're now being gifted with new ones, a new future, a new cycle. Many of us are starting new cycles right now. So your future is now being written, and new things are now coming into your lives, or starting to line up into your life. So first up is blossoming. Came in reverse, so I feel like perhaps there may be some hesitancy or some doubt about what's coming in for you. I feel like maybe perhaps there may be some attachment to the past, anything that was let go or released. But just know that once you make those releases and release them in your heart, and understand that this is for your highest good, that this blossoming card the energy associated with it shall become upright for you all, okay? But yeah, it's all about, just trusting what's happening and knowing that this is all in divine timing. Couple of planets, this one wanted to pop. Self-love. Yeah. So Aries, take care of yourselves. Take some time to relax, recuperate. Be gentle with yourselves, okay? I know sometimes we can be some of our harshest critics, but yeah, don't get down on yourself. Like I said, April was a big month for literally spring cleaning our lives and our relationships, and there's many of us who had to make some releases with people, important people in our lives, and we may still be healing from that. But self-love, this is something that's coming through for you all, and I feel like this is more associated with healing your heart chakra, healing your hearts, okay? But, the universe is gifting us. I'm trying to speak to let you know what's going on cosmically, and these cards are just jumping out. So let's get the themes out, and then I'll talk about what's going on cosmically. So wisdom came up, reversed, and then you had a bonus card, and this is boundaries. It came up upright. So I feel like right now is a time for you, given what we're seeing here with the blossoming reverse and the self-love reverse and the wisdom, this is a perfect time for you to start setting some healthy boundaries for yourselves and defining what that means for you. I feel like with all the changes that are taking place, I'm going to put these over here, that all the changes that are taking place in all of our lives, and this is true for the entire collective, every single sign in the zodiac is ending major karmic cycles and starting new ones right now. It's just what's happening. Planetarily speaking, Uranus just transitioned into Taurus, and it's going to be there for the next 7 years. And Uranus is a planet of transformation. So it's big energy. It's energy that is shifting for all of us. And with that, we do have those shifts in energy. It impacts how we are relating and energetically connecting with our people in our lives. Pluto has just gone retrograde, and Saturn has also gone retrograde. And with those three planets, you know, doing what they're doing, it's bringing in an energy of serious introspection, serious transformation. It's time for us to cleanse and purge situations or people that are no longer serving our highest good. And it's all happening right now in Taurus, which is a beautiful energy for this to be happening in, because Taurus is a very gentle, very nurturing, very feminine energy, and it's allowing us to heal as these relationships and situations transition out of our lives, in order to allow for new situations and new people to come in, you know. But yeah, I think the boundaries is an excellent card to think about and to sort of keep in mind, because perhaps what I'm sensing is that perhaps some of you may have released your power, or maybe you're giving your power away unknowingly, and you're feeling like you're out of control, you're feeling like you're being stepped on, you're feeling like you're being used, or, you know, being taken advantage of. But if you're able to realign yourself and define what these boundaries mean for you, you're going to feel a lot better. Absolutely. You'll feel a lot better, and you know, that self-love that came in for you, it's going to help you align with who you are and with what you're feeling. Okay? So that's the themes for the middle of the month. So what I'm going to do for you all now is I'm going to use the Osho Zen Tarot deck, and I usually do a 5-card spread for those of you who are new. Followed, I'm going to use the Untamed Oracle deck. I haven't used these in a while, but I'm feeling called to use these today. This has a unique way of confirming what comes out in the tarot, and the messages are usually spot on, and it's stuff that we need to heal. I feel like right now this mid-month report needs to be more of a healing message, you know, just to help cleanse and clarify what's happening, and to help set ourselves up for what's coming in for us in the month of June. Okay, but I want to harness the healing energy and nurturing energy of Taurus to do that, to get us through the rest of the month. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Plus I have several other decks that I'm going to be using as well. Wow, okay. Sorry, so right off the bat, Lovers reversed, isolation. Okay, interesting. So, like I was saying earlier in the theme, I do think that many of us are still trying to heal our heart chakras, and I think it's because we had to release people, and it looks like this is romantic relationships. Sometimes the lovers can also mean a very close relationship, like a best friend type situation, or maybe even a family member. God, sorry, these can't take all that. There was like 7 cards that splashed. The cards are definitely talking. So we have completion reversed in the Miser reversed. We just need one more. So yeah, your cycles are definitely ending, which is clear. Some of us may be on different timelines, but for the majority, we are in a process of completion and starting something new. It just sort of depends on where you are in that timeline and where you are in your progression, okay? Just like to caveat that this is a general reading, and what comes out may or may not resonate with every single one of you, so just take what does and leave what does not, and that's okay. One card just popped. Again, the cards are really bouncy today, so possibilities. 2 of Fire. Okay. But yeah, like I was saying, this is a general reading, so again, don't force any timelines that don't quite make sense. If it resonates with you, you'll know, okay? And this is also for the Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs too, so check those out. I welcome all cross-watchers. Thank you for finding my channel. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you to all my subscribers and my new viewers. I'm so glad you found this channel. You're being divinely guided here. Okay, so I'm hoping that what comes out for you today, or for any of you cross-watchers, that there is messages of healing and inspiration, okay, that you can take with you to carry you through the rest of the month. Okay, so like I said, central to this reading is the Lover's card came in reversed. And I'm getting the sense that this was a major ending, that this was a long-term type situation. Again, the Lovers can also represent friendships or close kindred spirits or family members as well. But whatever is happening with this relationship, it was near and dear to your heart, and you're struggling with it because you do have the Three of Clouds. This is the isolation, and this is an image of a man who is frozen. He's literally frozen out his heart, frozen out his emotions, but there's a certain part of him that's trying to heal. He's trying to heal and to come to terms with what has happened, because I'm going to bring this closer. As you'll notice that his face is warming up and he is starting to shed tears, and they're rainbow colored tears. But the fact that he's able to shed these tears suggests that there is a warming within his heart chakra. And I do feel like, Aries, there's a lot of healing work associated with your heart chakra that you all should be focusing on, okay? You have the Miser, and this is the Four of Rainbows, Four of Pentacles, and this is clinging to the past. When this comes up, this is all about keeping your emotions tight, keeping your memories close. It's a miser, so it's this person who is literally hoarding everything that they can literally hang on to physically. Let me show this upright. It's an image of a woman who was once beautiful and who was once a very wealthy person, who's still decked out in her finery, because those are the items that she cherishes. In her hands, you'll see she's carrying an armload of items and antiques that she holds near and dear to her heart. But they're old and they're tarnished, and she's now an elderly person or an older person, and all of her finery is no longer in a state of newness. It's no longer in a state of, how can I put this? It's just aging, and she has remained stuck in this time period, okay? And I feel like this came in reverse for you all. So there is an energy of unwillingness to move beyond this past, to allow this cycle to complete, because the next card that came up is completion, and it's reversed. And usually when this is reversed, this is a hesitation or an unwillingness to let that cycle close. And you're clinging to perhaps memories of what life was like with that person. Again, this could be romantic, this can also be a family member, this can also be, like a best friend situation. But there is still a lot of pain. There is still a lot of perhaps hurt and wounding from the closure of this relationship. Okay? I don't know what happened, and I don't know the conditions that triggered this separation. But in order for you all to move forward within your lives, you do have to let this completion occur, and to let it occur naturally. This is a major arcana card. This is the 21 card. So in the regular Rider-Waite deck, this is the World card. And usually when World comes out, that is an indicator that your karmic cycle has ended and that you should have learned the karmic lessons associated with that cycle. Now, I'm not going to go into the big details of what it is that we're closing down, but we are all of us are ending karmic cycles. Okay? And it's just what's happening in the collective, and these are cycles that are dating back to like 2012 and beyond. So these are big cycles, and a new major cycle is getting ready to start for us again. So check out the May videos. I know I talked about that in depth, and also check out your April videos, because there's a lot of discussion and description about the cycles and what's happening cosmically and astrologically. But yeah, try not to fight this. Try not to resist the completions that are taking place and the people that you're releasing, because this is in divine order. Remember, you're here for a reason. You have found this channel because you are working on yourselves. You're working on your ascension journey, and you're looking for ways to call in and manifest bigger hopes and dreams that you see destined for you. But in order to call in those manifestations, you have to create the space energetically, and you have to be able to energetically meet, you know, those new goals that you're calling in. You can't do it from an energy of low vibration, you know, because what you're calling in may require a higher level of energy from you, something that's a little bit more exalted, something that's a little bit more pure and in line with your truth. And right now, if you're in denial of that, which I'm seeing here with a lot of the reversals, you're telling the universe this is what you want, but you're not ready to meet it energetically yet. So what does that mean? It means having full faith and trust that the universe certainly has your back, that everything that's happening is in divine timing and is in for your highest good and for the highest good of the person that you're releasing. Remember, we had 2 Libra full moons dating back to March to April, and it was a lunar cycle that we were gifted with to allow us to really examine the people in our lives. And, you know, the universe set up the conditions to make these releases, whether we liked it or not. It was going to happen. It's just how it goes. But on top of the reading, you have the possibilities card. This is the 2 of fire. It's reversed, so either you're blocking or you're just not ready to think about your future. That's kind of what I'm getting, just because you have the isolation card. You know, this is a 3 of clouds. This is a sword energy, 3 of swords, which in the regular Rider-Waite deck, that's the card with the heart with the 3 swords in it, so brokenhearted. Here, you're not dealing with your emotions. They're frozen. So I feel like because of all the reversals that you're clinging to the past, you're brokenhearted over the relationship, and you're not allowing this completion to end, or at least you're not accepting it. I think that's the better word, is that there is a lack of acceptance or willingness to accept that this is all ending and that you have to allow it to end. And right now, you're blocking your ability to see the future, to see what the future can bring in for you. I mean, you're blocking possibilities. You know, you're not open. You're not open to the new possibilities that are trying to come in for you. But I'm going to show this card upright, because what it is, you have an eagle flying high above a valley with a beautiful sun energy in the back. You know, that's beautiful fire energy. And when fire comes in for us, that's all about inspiration, motivation, passion. You know, and this isn't about love passion. This is about passion for your life, passion for what makes you excited and happy. It's the thing that's going to make you get up every day in your life and be like, you know what, I love my life. I am blessed and grateful for all these opportunities I have in it. You know, I have a great career. I have a great circle of friends. I have a beautiful family. I have a loving relationship, so forth and so forth. Get excited, get inspired about these new possibilities that are trying to come in for you. Because Eagle is here to show you that there's so much more to your life than what's in front of you right now, than that heartache, you know, because clearly this is a heartache. Yeah, but I think if you are able to clear this and to come to acceptance and understanding, you know, this will definitely come in upright, and you will be gifted with the side of new possibilities for your next cycle. Because like I was trying to explain earlier, I don't know if I did it clearly just because of the way that the theme cards are coming in. May is about restructuring your new life. May is about setting up the foundation for the new cycle. Because in April, all of our timelines were dismantled. All of our relationships, a lot of us made releases. You know, a lot of opportunities were closing down, a lot of career changes were shifting. There was just a lot of shift and purging and detoxifying that was going on in April. It literally was spring cleaning our lives. So now we have this clean slate. So what do we do with it? Well, we get to figure out what is going to go on that clean slate. Okay? And in order to do that, you have to be open to allowing the new to come in, and being open to dreaming and creating and thinking about what you want this next phase to look like. This is a new cycle. So this cycle can last several years, okay? But May is the energy, the Taurus energy is what we need. May is a month for us to be doing this, to really be taking inspired action about laying the foundation, laying the groundwork. It's kind of, in my previous video, I released a weekly healing energy report for the dates of 8 through 15 May, so check that out as well. But I use an analogy where I talk about, you know, we're creating this house, you know, and the house can represent anything. It could represent a relationship. It can represent a new way of life. It could represent a new you. It could represent a new family structure. Anything that you want that to represent, it's that thing that you want. But the house analogy works because going all the way back to New Year, the supermoon in January, that's when we set the intentions to the universe. I want this house, this quote unquote house, whatever it represents to you. The universe is like, fine, I understand. I'm going to start setting up the conditions to bring in this house for you. February was all about aligning our energy to start getting ready to make those changes, to clear out and make space for that house to come in. March, we started to see, okay, how can I start coming in, calling this in, that we really got into our manifestation powers, you know, getting clear of what we wanted that house to look like. April was all about, okay, let's clear the decks. You want this house, you don't have space for this house to come in. Let's clear it. And that could be, depending on what the house is, you're clearing relationships, you're clearing career paths. Maybe you're changing jobs, maybe you're starting something new. Maybe you're showing up as a new version of yourself, and you had to allow yourself to transition and to shed old ways of being, old ways of thinking, and old storylines you used to tell yourself. So it was all about cleansing, purging, clearing. And now we're gifted with a clean slate. So for May, it's all about, okay, let's set that foundation for that house and let's start erecting the frame. Okay? So that's what's going on in May. And you know, try not to resist that. You know, it's going to be beautiful once you're able to align yourself with what you want. Bottom of the deck is playfulness. Absolutely. This is the Page of Fire. And I think this is the perfect card for all of you right now, Aries. It's fire energy. It's energy that's going to resonate with you. But I think keeping things light, keeping things fun, don't stress too much about the future. The future is going to take care of itself. Just play. Have fun with your friends. Go try a new fitness program, maybe something that requires movement, like a dance class. Get outside, you know, be around animals. Animals have great healing energy. Our pets are wonderful for that. But yeah, playfulness will help you tap into your inner spirit. It will help you dream. Dream about those possibilities that right now are being blocked, okay? Perhaps you're just not ready for the possibilities yet, but this energy will get you there, okay? So I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to move my crystal. It's a little large. Okay, so I'm going to call in the rest. Okay, I'm using the Untamed Oracle deck, and it's going to be another 5-card spread. And it's usually these cards have a unique way of confirming or synchronizing or aligning the messages that are coming through. But rest, this came in central. This is crowning over the Lover's card. You definitely have to soothe your heart chakra. Definitely. I think that's what's needed first and foremost before you can really get excited and energized about the new. So use the rest of May to rest, recuperate, rejuvenate yourself, because from here on out, you know, we're going to be in Gemini season, and that air energy is going to really come in, and it's going to create movement, okay? But right now, the month of May is sort of an energy space of healing, recuperation, nourishing, getting grounded, definitely getting grounded. Fire energy came in for you reversed. Aries, you all are fire signs, and I feel like you're out of alignment with yourselves. You're out of alignment with your power. And, you know, in the beginning of this reading, I talked about that. I said, I get the sense that you've given your power source away, that you're feeling defeated, you're feeling depleted, that you're feeling out of control, out of alignment with yourselves, okay? But again, rest, recuperate, and just think about the boundaries that you have to set, because I feel like maybe things are just really chaotic and just spread all over the place, that there are no clear boundaries for you right now. Maybe you don't have a clear sense of direction of where you're going, and that's okay. The clear sense of direction will come with time, with rest, but just keep things lighthearted. You know, the playfulness card is here for you, so just keep things light and easy. And I think once you're able to find, you know, things that bring you joy, it could be simple pleasures. If you can tap into the simple joys and pleasures, you're gonna start realigning with yourself. Okay. Up next is go. It's reversed, so this is, to me, this is saying, okay, don't take inspired action just yet. Even though it's go, but it's reversed. It's like, you know what? Take a pause. Take a pause. Try not to do anything too quickly or too soon or before you're ready. Yeah, so slow down. Slow down and feel like you don't have to be going 100 miles an hour right now. You don't have to people please everyone in your lives right now. The focus should just be on you. Should just be on you, and the focus should be on what you want your next phase to look like. Okay, so slow down and take that pause. Okay. Oh gosh, we are just jumping. Faith came up for you, and it's upright. This is great earth energy as well, because I don't know if you can see this clearly, but at the top is a beautiful snowy forest, and the rest of the card is emphasizing the deep, large root system that's deeply grounded into earth. And this is saying, have faith, ground yourself. You are being supported. You're not lost in the wind. You're not lost. You're not a wandering soul. You know, the universe sees you, and the universe is letting you know, keep your faith, maintain your faith, because new opportunities are definitely coming in, and just have faith in the collapse of those timelines, okay? Have faith that all that happened, all that transpired, even though it brought in a lot of pain and heartache, just know that it needed to happen, and it's happening in divine timing, okay? But have faith, because a beautiful life awaits you in the future. You just have to allow the completion to happen as it needs to. Send your people away with love, light, and blessings, and just open up your heart to what's coming in for you, okay? So last card here. Oh gosh, I love this. Be brave and stay wild. I think that's perfect for you, because I like that it has soft fire energy in the back, soft reds, soft oranges, soft yellows. And there is a wildness to you guys, Aries. You guys are kind of unconventional. You're very impulsive, very passionate people, very warm-hearted people, but that passion, that it's the word I'm looking for you guys. You guys are very impulsive. You know, I feel like all that's been tempered, but this card is coming in to remind you to be brave and to stay wild, because you guys do have a wild spirit about you all, Aries, and I think this is a great reminder of who you are, and to embrace your characteristics and to tap into that energy, you know, because everything, like I said, is coming in reverse for you. You're out of alignment with your firepower. This is your energy. You're closed off, but you know, have faith. Have faith. It's all going to work out for your highest good. It's all going to work out as it needs to and as it's supposed to. But I think this is a perfect card for you all. Okay. So the bottom of this deck is passion. yeah, definitely tap into that passion. And this is what's going to motivate you. This is going to be the thing to get you out of bed every single day. This is going to be the thing that says, you know what, I love my life. My life is great. You know, when you're passionate about something, it's not work, it's fun. So perhaps some of you really need to think about maybe a career shift, or maybe taking on a new project, or expressing yourself in a new way and showing up in a new way, you know, to others. But yeah, find out what this is, because this is solar plexus energy. This is energy right here in your gut space. And that's where your passions lie. That's the energy for inspired action, for intuition, for creativity. It is fire energy, okay? So that's what we have there. So I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Sacred Rebel Oracle and see what comes in. These are usually beautiful cards and have some really cool messages. The messages are usually healing and inspirational. Wow, everything is just flying for you all today. So 1, 2, yep, we've got 3. Perfect. Okay, so first that came out was collaborative dreaming. I feel like this goes hand in hand with the 2 card, the possibilities card, because there is resistance, but this oracle card is suggesting dreaming. It's collaborative dreaming. So maybe there's a project that you're working on, you know, that's involving partnerships, that's involving other people. Maybe this is just collaborating with yourself about the newness, about new possibilities, you know? So there's that. And then every journey starts with a single step. Yeah, you're definitely starting something new. And I love this card because it shows a woman who's naked and vulnerable, but she's got her bags packed, right? Regardless of her vulnerability, she is going, and her suitcase is filled with the luminous light of the spirit. So you are being divinely guided right now, Aries, to take inspired action once you're able to align yourself and accept the closure of this cycle and accept the collapse of these timelines, because you are right now on the brink of something new and something beautiful. And you know, I think this is the perfect card to illustrate the type of vulnerability and acceptance and faith and surrender that's required to bring you into your new. It's all about being brave and being wild, or staying wild, you know? This takes courage to get that vulnerable. It's hard, you know? I get it. That's why many of us shut down. That's why right now you're dealing with this isolation man, this Iceman, essentially. You don't need this. You've got to let that go. Open up your heart chakra, warm up your heart, heal your heart, because every journey starts with a single step. Okay? And then lastly, you've got the spirals of manifestation. Absolutely. So this is all about aligning yourself so you can start manifesting and co-creating your hopes and dreams. I think a great energy space to do that is if you keep it playful, keep it light. Keep life light right now. Yeah, no need to be burdened with all that, you know? Let go of the burden. You know, yeah, we our hearts may be smarting still, but let it go. Let it go and start to manifest. Start to align yourself to manifest what you want. But you have to do so from a place of an open heart and an open mind and an open spirit. Because if you're manifesting from a place of fear, you're going to bring in exactly what you do not want. So if you don't want a broken heart, or if you're afraid to be vulnerable, you're going to call in a type of relationship you're going to call in a person who is also emotionally unavailable, right? So just kind of keep that in mind with everything else that you're trying to co-create and manifest. Again, this could also be like business opportunities. This could be different types of relationships. This can be new friendships. Whatever it is that you're working on, just make sure you have a clear heart that's open and trusting and that you're willing to surrender all of this to the universe and be that vulnerable person. Because this is the energy that you, this is the energy that you need in order to really manifest and call in the things that you want correctly, okay? Because you don't want to repeat another cycle again, another karmic cycle of lessons. So, okay, so we've got those. Let's see what the shamans have for you all. Let me set these up. Usually these are cards of sage wisdom and guidance. Okay, we've got 2. So the lower world and Pachamama. Okay, so this is all about earth energy. When Pachamama comes in, she is Mother Earth. You know, this is her way of saying, I see you, I'm here for you, and right now it's all about getting grounded. Getting grounded. I mean, you have this faith card. There's major earth energy. I mean, look at the root system. So this is what she's symbolizing for you all right now. Take care of yourselves, take care of your environment, but get grounded. Tap into that beautiful Taurus energy right now, because it is all earth energy. Lower world. When lower world comes in, this is going down into the past. It's making peace with your past. You know, you can be dealing with ancestral karma. Perhaps you can also just be dealing with people, past situations, past energy. It's about releasing that energy and accepting what's happened and allowing this completion to take place. Okay? Allow this to take place. But you have to make your peace. And in shamanism, the lower world is about dealing with our ancestors. You know, it's about dealing with our karma and just sort of making it right, or at least finding peace with what's transpired and learning the lesson and taking that lessons with us as we move forward into the advanced stages of our lives, so that we're not having to repeat cycles again, we're not having to repeat lessons again, and we show up as better, stronger, and more wise. You know, we show up as better people for the people in our lives, okay? So let's take a look at the Pure Love energy. The Pure Love Oracle deck. I usually like to pull these because these are like cool messages, sort of like a little conversation between the divine feminine and masculine. And I usually like to pull 2 cards just to sort of check in and see what's going on. So what's been happening over the past 2 months, I've been noticing that many twins and soulmates have been out of union, but there's a lot of movement towards reconciliation. The beginning of May, the trend was, okay, there is movement towards reconciliation, but it was all about timing. The timing wasn't right. There's a lot of like, hey, I still love you. I do want to work it out, and I do feel sorry for what I did or said to you, but I need more time. So that was the theme that I was seeing in the beginning of this month. So we'll see what comes out now. So masculine would like to say, we are not good for each other right now, but you have my heart. Okay? Yeah. So I think it's just all about allowing the conditions to align. Speaking of which, feminine would like to share to her masculine, we need to wait for better conditions, but I feel so connected to you. Okay? Yeah, it's definitely all about timing. It is all about timing, because what's happening now is Venus is moving into Taurus on the 15th, so on Wednesday. And she's going to be in a better energy space because of her softness. Right now she's in Aries, and it's creating a lot of impulsiveness, and it's creating a lot of friction, and our relationships have a bit of a fiery edge to them. So I think for reconciling, once Venus makes that transition into Taurus, she's going to be better suited. The energy is going to be better suited for these relationships, for the conversations to take place, or maybe people are going to be more open to considering the possibility of renewal. Okay? It's not that there's not love here. There is love. It's just the timing isn't right. Also, we have the full moon in Scorpio on the 18th. So what that means is Scorpio has a very interesting energy to it that's going to require us to really look at the relationships that we currently have in our life. Okay? Because remember, we did a big purge in April. So right now, we're looking at people in our lives and understanding the connection. And Scorpio energy is all about going in deep. Right now, the Scorpio will not allow us to really entertain relationships that are shallow, that are flighty, that are just sort of like, you're looking for connection. You're looking for foundation. You're looking for depth of the connection. And that's what the Scorpio full moon is going to bring us, on Friday. Is it Friday? Yeah, the 18th. So perhaps that'll help set you all up for better conditions to start making movement, or to start initiating conversations about the possibility of reconciling. Okay? On the 20th or the 21st, we go into Gemini season, and that's air season. Gemini governs communication and intellectual thought. So perhaps later in the month of May, the conditions will feel better because you'll have Venus already settled in Taurus. And then we're having, the Gemini energy govern the communication piece. So I think June, end of May going to June, these situations will be clarified and rectified, or at least making progress towards reconciliation. Okay? All right, so I'm going to end with some messages from the archangels. Wow. I'm telling you, Aries, these cards have really been popping for you today, so your spirit guides have a lot to say to you all. But yeah, overall, this is a great reading. I think this is a great reading of healing and inspiration for you all. And things are going to be looking up for you real soon. Real soon. Okay. First came up was spiritual understanding. Okay, this is a message from Archangel Raziel. I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. Yeah, so I feel like the more you rest and the more you slow down, the easier it's going to become for you to hear the messages that the divine has for you. Okay? And it's going to be the spiritual understanding that you need in order to help you heal your heart chakra and to clear the blocks and to clear any hesitations or resistance or doubt to the closure of these cycles, okay? And to accept the newness that's coming in for you, okay? Up next is clairvoyance, also from Archangel Raziel. I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Yeah. I think this is great. I think this is exactly what you needed to hear. You're coming into alignment. Your intuition is strengthening. Once you're able to settle into this energy, you're going to know what needs to be done, and you're going to understand, like, okay, now I get it. Now I understand that whole process. Now I understand why that cycle had to end, or why that person had to be released, and so forth. It's going to give you the knowledge that you need to move forward. And in doing so, you're going to feel better because you have prosperity coming in for you. This is Archangel Ariel. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. Yeah, so you're taken care of. You are taken care of. You know, everything, it looks like your financial situation is in alignment. You're good. Your bills are paid. Your house, your mortgage is paid. You have food on the table. Everyone in your lives is being cared for and taken care of. Now it's time just to focus on you, your spirituality, getting yourself into alignment so you can hear the messages of the divine. Okay? Because you're out of your power center. Your fire energy came in all reversed. And when I said in the beginning, I got the sense that you had given your power away and that you're feeling weakened and depleted and not truly within your power source. So this is the time to reconnect with yourself. Okay? All right, Aries, that's all I have for all of you. And yeah, thank you so much for all of your love and support. Thank you to all of my subscribers. I'm truly grateful and thankful for the support that you bring to me and my channel. Thank you to all the new viewers. I sincerely hope that you found what you were looking for here today. My intent is to always bring messages of healing, spiritual, and inspirational guidance, okay? And thank you to all the cross watchers. Same thing. I hope you found what you needed here today. Please feel free to share, like, and subscribe to this channel. Your support means so much to me. Please comment below. I really would like to hear more from you and learn what you're working on, okay? Don't forget to click the bell so that way you're notified of when I release new content. Usually Sundays is when I tend to release new material. This month, the month of May, has been a little bit off. But I usually tend to do weeklies in addition to the monthly zodiacs and in the mid-months, okay? But yeah, so best of luck to all of you, Aries. It's going to be a beautiful rest of the month, and June is going to be exciting for all of you, okay? So take care, enjoy the rest of the month. Blessings to all of you. Bye-bye.